And we right back, y'all. It's been a little minute. It's off the Pull Up Podcast with Killer and Corey. Killer, how you feeling, man?
Hey man, just trying to push it to the limit, man.
It feel like it's been a couple of days, a couple months, a couple weeks. Shit. Feel good to be back on here.
Nah, for sure, man. This shit turned to an everyday thing. It's like working out.
Nigga, it feel good to see that shit pop up on my phone alert. Episode 19 is here.
Mm-hmm. You got that good old notification, nigga.
Yeah, nigga, we got a special one for y'all today. This is something new. We to where to have his own playlist, his own segment, and it's off the comic.
Nah, man, we touching
Off
in
the
this.
comic.
We touching in that. I don't know, man. You know, motherfuckers always been looking at comic books and different type of shit like that. It's not gonna just be the regular Marvel and DC. It's a whole bunch of different shit to go in. But we gonna start off with the
Right.
basics. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, just the
Before
basics.
we do get into that, bro, man, nigga, the real. Let's get into some real life shit real quick, man. Cause I had surgery on my hand, right?
Yeah.
For like carpal tunnel. For y'all that don't know, I had surgery on my hand for carpal tunnel. You know, Tesla do really work niggas down to the bone. But nigga, sometimes with my elbow, my arms would just sit on like my computer chair or on the table. It'll
Yeah.
be like this nerve that'll like send waves up my hand, like I hit a funny bone type shit.
Mm-hmm.
So doctor was like, you might have cubicle carpal tunnel to where it's in your elbows, and I might have to get surgery there. So I gotta just cut down on the weight in the gym and shit, and just try to monitor that. But that shit got me like, goddamn, Tesla.
Hey man, that just show you was putting in that work, man. It's too bad they didn't appreciate it like they were supposed to.
Right now I'm healing up, getting paid off them niggas at the house with the Pull Up Podcast. And we gotta yeah, man. Yeah, man. So yeah, you ain't went through no surgeries or nothing like that yet, huh?
Nah, man. The only surgery I had was on my I split my two fingers when I was a kid trying to cut a pear. I got stitches when I was a kid, but that was it.
Oh yeah, see this shit, man. This shit. But besides that though, bro, I felt like I had to get that off because it's like, goddamn. Whole time while you thinking about this hand, you got more shit to worry about potentially, and that shit kind of like, damn, will it? How will it alter going forward? Because I've seen how my hand altered my day. Like how with that, healing from that part. So
Well, you
it's
just got to
kind of
find
something
out if
kind of
it's degenerative. Like the biggest thing is
yeah,
you got to figure out if it's degenerative. It's like if you find out, there's people that found out at like maybe when they was 25 that they had arthritis. And there's nothing wrong with having arthritis because you can always strengthen it. But if it's degenerative, that means you got to work really, really hard to keep what you got. And it only gets worse. You know what I'm saying? If it's
right,
not degenerative,
right.
then you can always strengthen it and then you could it get later on. But if it's degenerative, that means as strong as it is right now, whatever problem you having with it right now, that's the strongest it's going to be. And you're going to have to work to
Mm-hmm.
keep it that strong. If you don't do
I have
it,
some
it'll
tests coming up too,
degenerate.
so I have some tests too coming up. So we'll see what's going on, man. Maybe, hopefully, a nigga wake up with superpowers or
Nah, that'd be
something.
crazy. Like shit. That should be crazy how the way how these motherfuckers be falling in shit and wake up and be indestructible. They get in a car accident
Right,
and now they're the
right,
smartest person in the world. That shit would be crazy. Like if
right.
you
And
had a
again,
superpower,
y'all.
what would you make your superpower if you could? If you could have one
And that's
superpower.
that's what I was just about to say. This show right here, y'all, is off the comic. So we talk about all different type of in all universes when it comes to this. But if I had to choose a superpower, I'd probably be trying to like instant transfer. So I could like instant transfer in the bank, instant transfer anywhere I wanted in the world.
So instant transmission, like you could disappear and like
Yeah,
teleport.
yeah, teleportation type, or like teleportation, or the smartest, or like the super brains or something like that. Like I want
Yeah.
to do something like that.
Okay. I could dig that. It's
Yeah,
kind of
because
down. That's kind of
my
down my
goal would
alley.
just maybe you feel like maybe a lot like people who come from like let's say poor families, I guess, have that type of power they always want when it comes to breaking in a bank, or uh having a power to where it can make them super wealthy.
Um, yeah, but the thing is, with some superpowers, you don't like it. Superpowers always turn into you using it for somebody else. Because if you could go
Yeah,
and get as much money as you want to, as many times as you want to, you don't have a concept of money anymore. Money doesn't mean anything. So it wouldn't mean anything for you to go do it. It would be, who would you use this to help, if that makes sense. It's like me and my partner used to laugh. He's
right.
like, dude, if like imagine if Spider-Man was from seminary. Nigga, nobody wouldn't want to fuck with seminary. And he never left seminary. He went
Right.
to school and did all the shit. But Spider-Man, some bullshit popped off. A nigga pop up as Spider-Man, nigga. In Spider-Man, you can't shoot him. He's fast as gunfighter. So he could dodge bullets. And he's strong enough to knock the Hulk into outer space. But he was just from a little kid from the hood. That was like, that would be crazy. You know what I'm
That
saying?
would be crazy. Nigga be in the town, nigga run them red lights again, no more. Them potholes would be fixed.
See, that's the thing. I don't think Spider-Man could fix the potholes. Hopefully,
Yeah, nah, you're
Spider-Man in
right.
the hood. Hopefully, Spider-Man in the hood ain't no criminal. Like, hopefully, Spider-Man is just
A
a
super
nice young
Spider-Man
dude.
was from. So you saying, let's say Spider-Man was a nigga from the seminary, like he was a kid from seminary. That nigga went to what's a high school close by?
Fremont or Castlemont or some shit like that. But Fremont,
Oh, Fremont, Castlemont.
yeah,
Okay. What's that school in the hills? What's that high school in the hills? I forgot what
Skyline,
it's called.
Skyline.
Skyline not close, huh?
Nah, Skyline is up the way for sure. Is way up the way.
Okay. All right. So yeah, if a nigga went there, let's say it's a black nigga or white nigga, whatever, nigga got bit by a spider, walking to the corner store and shit.
But yeah, like Spider-Man, like imagine you got bit by a spider, nigga. You woke up, you was strong. Like all the people that like you don't even know you strong. Somebody try to sock you, it don't hurt. You sock them, you like break their bones and shit like that. Like you could crawl up walls and shit. Like being smart is not a superpower for Spider-Man. He just happened to be smart and then he got superpowers. So you're also smart as fuck. And then you got superpowers. Yeah, that'd be crazy. Like if you woke up and like a car run into you and you won't even be injured. Like you can lift a car over your head, nigga, and you can climb up walls.
Nigga, would Bippin be around? Would there be Bippin if there was a Spider-Man?
I would say if there was a Spider-Man and he limited his like whether you want to be a criminal or not, if Spider-Man was a criminal and he limited his life to bipping cars, he's never
Oh, if
used
he
his
was a
powers.
criminal? So you saying if Spider-Man was from seminary and a criminal?
If Spider-Man would, like I said, Spider-Man would have to
If that
choose to be
nigga was,
good or bad. He would have to choose to be good or bad. If
I
Spider-Man
think
is
he
a
would choose
criminal,
good.
nobody is safe. If Spider-Man is a
Nah,
criminal,
yeah,
anybody that goes against where Spider-Man is from wouldn't be safe.
yeah. I'm big Sim City. That nigga Spider-Man. Who you know? Who you know, nigga? I know BK, nigga. I know Killer, nigga. All right, nigga.
Nah, man.
That
See, that's
shit be
why I say.
crazy, nigga.
That's why I said you couldn't have no arrogant Spider-Man, bro. It would be a problem in
No,
there.
so what if hold on, before we go into that, what would be your superpowers you would want?
I would want to be super smart because
Super smart. Okay.
because like if you're super smart, you can create all the things around you to do things. Like I can't teleport, but I could create a machine that help me teleport to wherever the fuck I want to. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
Like a superpower, especially me coming from the hood. Like I can't do magic and create shit out of thin air, but I could make something. I could create something that could create something out of thin air. Like that's like
Right.
solving hunger. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like nigga, I could make food and water and electricity out of thin air, and I could make medicines. The first thing you got to cure
You know what
cancer, you got to
else?
cure all that shit.
Yeah.
Like I would want to be really, really smart because that's something you could never take away from me. There is no kryptonite to being smart. The only thing you could do is
Also,
limit. Only thing you could do is limit my resources, and that just would be my superpower where it could kick in. Where it's like I don't have a science lab, but if you left me around a whole bunch of scrap metal and old computers, I could turn an old computer into a brand new computer. You know what I'm saying? I could take an old light bulb and turn that shit into something that could power a whole fucking block.
if I
That's a
was
crazy superpower to me.
if I was like if I had the ability to be super smart, right? I could build like a time travel machine where I could go to the future or the past. I would be trying to go back to slavery times. I would
See,
be trying to go back to those times where it first started, like when we was getting taken advantage of and shit like that.
what would
That's
you
when I
do
would
though?
try to go back.
What would you do?
I would stop that first person, that first group that when they created that round table. This is what we about to do to get these niggas. I would go in there and kill all the niggas.
See, you
That
don't have to be.
round table.
I could dig it. I could dig that. The only thing is, again, there's variables in it. I'm not here to tell you that you wouldn't be able to do it. It like
Right, because if you change one thing in the past, it messes things up going towards the future, right?
yeah, it creates. That's where you get into where they was talking about different timelines. Remember, he was talking about Dr.
Mm-hmm.
Manhattan is like he doesn't create worlds. He changes one thing and it creates its own world out of that. It's like um it's like me changing what high school you went to. That one thing will create a whole nother timeline, bro. Your life will change, the
Yeah.
people life around you will change. You know what I'm saying? Different opportunities will be available to you. You might go on a different path of life. Somebody else might inspire you to do something else. You might have a whole nother group of friends. You know what I'm saying? You might have
Yeah,
took it first,
Doctor.
like now you got a college scholarship doing football instead of just doing it in high school. Just that change. Like if I could change you going to college for football, your life would be totally different. Even if you didn't make it in the NFL, but you went to college and you got to go to whatever college you wanted to off of a football scholarship. Just you going to college off of that scholarship would change your life, change the people life around you, and ultimately change.
Imagine if a nigga went back and changed Cain and Abel situation, like saved
Yeah.
the brother from dying.
See, but then that's where comic books goes into God. Like, if you believe you're created by God, then God created superpowers. And if you try to use the superpower to go back to change his shit, what would be the ramifications for that?
Oh,
Because
oh.
everything,
So
like
this is a
God know
God shit
everything
place.
and God created everything, knowing what's gonna happen. So if you go back to the past and doing that, that would be essentially playing God. And I think that's why one of the biggest things humans haven't got, we could fly in the air, we could go into outer space, we could travel at Mach speeds. We can't go back in time. And if you
It's
could
probably
go back in
motherfuckers that try to
time,
go past space.
you're a god. If you could go back in time, you're
That's
a
probably
god.
motherfuckers. That's probably motherfuckers that try to go past space.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. Like, I ask you a question. Would you want to go in the future to see if you had a choice between going back to the past and changing it or going to the future and seeing what's going on and try to change the future from going back to where you at? Which one would you take? Going to the past and trying to change it or going to the future and knowing what's going to happen and going back to your life and try to change those things? Which one would you do?
If I go to the past, it would change. It wouldn't even happen in my current state. So then that future would be different then, right?
You could, I put it like this. If you went, I give you the ramifications. If you went to the past, say like from this timeline right now, right? If you went back to the past and you changed it, you could come back to the future where you at right now to see the changes that you did. Or you could go in the future, or you could go in the future and see if you keep going on the course of life you're going right now, you could see what could happen in the future. And then you go back to this timeline and change what you've seen would happen in the future. Which one would you take?
Damn. I would probably go to the past. Because I would just figure if I go to the past and try to change something, it would just make that future easier.
Okay.
Because knowing what I know now, I can go back to the past and I could correct some things.
Yeah, it's like you going back. Yeah. It's like you going back, you finding out maybe your mom needed to get an A on this test, and that was the difference between her getting into a better school. You go back and say, hey, the answer to this is this. And her getting that A, her going to college could change your life in the future. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I probably would. Yeah, I would probably do. If I could go back that far to where I could change like different actions my family made, like stuff like that. Or like definitely, or like my great grandfather decided not to buy this property, but he should have. Yeah. I would for sure probably go.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, for me, I definitely would go back and tell my dad to buy all that shit by the lake because they was trying to sell my dad all the shit by the lake. He didn't want to buy it. Like they try to give him.
By the lake.
Yeah, by the lake, like Lake Merritt, the Club Serenader. Like they was trying to offer him they was trying to offer him a percentage, like because the Grand Lake Theater closed when I was young. It always closes and reopens. They never tore it down because somebody always come and cash out to reopen it. My dad could have been one of the people that invested in it, reopening it, and motherfuckers could have been getting money off of that shit until today. And they would have had like a percentage of a historic movie theater, one of the oldest movie theaters in Oakland. And then he worked at a gas station, and the gas station was trying to sell him the gas station. If he'd have bought that gas station, and we had a gas station in our family, this is before gas went up. The niggas would have had a gas station in our family. That's like some generational type wealth too.
There you go.
And I definitely try to stop my cousin Jerm from getting killed.
Yeah, same. I would stop my uncle from taking that bike that day instead of taking his car.
Like, I think our lives would be totally different by just them two things right there. If a nigga just had one chance to go fix that, even if I if I had a choice between going back and making myself rich or finishing out school and stopping my cousin going to jail, getting killed, I'd pick that over any type of big thing that I could change for myself. I would bring my cousin back.
Same, bro.
I think my life.
I would definitely make sure my uncle was there. Shit, I would take it all the way back to my grandfather, saving my grandfather, because the day he dropped us off, it's like later on that night, we looked at the news, like literally my mom and me is sitting. I could still vision this, bro. She's sitting on the couch. I'm in between her legs, looking at her, and I just see her face change. And I turn around, bro. On the news, as they talking about my grandfather fell into the bay. He got hit in the bay. Leaving the airfield, and he lived in Frisco. I was by a drunk truck driver that was on a high-speed chase. That was in a high-speed chase.
But see, it be stories like that be like, man, it's like, how do you prepare for that? You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
it's like you did everything that you were supposed to do. Somebody else was on bullshit and end up taking both of y'all out. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you prepare for that? You go out, you're not drunk, you got your seatbelt on, you're not driving fast, you're sober, You know what I'm saying? You turning your blinkers on, and a nigga just come out of nowhere on some drunk driving shit. That's be the bullshit.
And the person and my grandfather was like a decorated like police chief type, like because he guarded to the point where later in his career he guarded the treasury out of Frisco.
Oh, the treasury. So okay, so he was like a man that they gave him great responsibilities. Like he was a very dependable person. Like we could trust him to guard the treasury, and ain't nothing about to happen. He good, you know what I'm saying? For sure.
Yeah. R.P. Howard.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
That's my mom, dad too.
Okay, man.
But what would you say is the weakest superpower?
The weakest
superpower? The weakest superpower to have. Like a nigga cold powers or something.
The weakest one to have, like that's a good one. Crazy. I'm not gonna even lie. That's a good one.
You just look like a toad or something, like automatically, like you get the power, like you morph into a toad looking motherfucker, or you morph into it like a fucking bee stinger type motherfucker or something.
A bee stinger type motherfucker is crazy. A nigga morph into a bee stinger is gonna be wild to the motherfucker. Damn.
A toad nigga superpower to stick his tongue out and shit.
They got a toad nigga. It's actually a nigga named Toad, actually, and he licks his tongue out.
He would be fucked. Social media tear this nigga up.
But see, that's the thing too. In the comic books now, they try to adjust for social media. So now the comic book characters got Twitters and MySpaces and shit. They trying to bring them into the new thing. I'm like, dude, you can't give Spider-Man no Twitter. That's why when you look at the movie, that nigga taking pictures of himself, taking selfies of himself when he flying around and shit like that. A toad-looking nigga that lick his tongue out, and nowadays, nigga, you could be a nigga that knock everybody out. Somebody's gonna roast you, nigga. You're gonna be knocking niggas out every day.
Right, you'll fuck nigga choke a nigga with his tongue and shit.
If you don't get your lick 'em up ass out my face, nigga, if you don't get your dick 'em smack ass out my face, nigga.
Like, goodbye, Toad, man.
For sure. Fraud. Hey, Kermit, get your bitch ass out my face.
Yeah.
Kermit, bring your bitch ass over here.
Yeah, what would be one you would say? Probably be a weak power to have.
A weak power. I can't really think of no weak powers, but that I could remember off the top of my head. They got some people with some fucked up powers. Like this girl named Monster Girl, where her power, she turned to a big vicious ass monster, but it de-ages her every time.
Oh fuck. Man, and bro, that reminds me of, what was you about to say?
I'm saying, so it's fucked up. It's been points where she was a baby and she had to grow back up again because she kept using her powers.
Bro, that reminds me of, and that show. So you seen The Boys, and funny that The Boys, because we actually got a good video coming up with involving one of the characters from there. But you know The Boys, right?
Yeah, The Boys.
Super. Yeah, so they got the kids, or the kids in high school is called Gen V.
Yeah,
and the girl, her power basically is like, if she throw up, she make herself smaller, but it could kill her though. And she could go hella small if she throw up, or if she eats hella, she could get hella tall.
See, that's a bullshit power. You gotta, well, I want to say a bullshit power because it's a power. You damn near, like, you gotta really figure out how to use your powers, because you just can't, you know what I mean? You could accidentally kill yourself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That was what the whole X-Men shit was about. The fact is, like, it's so many people that's at the Professor X School of Gifted Individuals and shit. Like, it was motherfuckers in there like Jean Grey, they had to teach her how to concentrate because literally she could wake up and just get mad and make everybody disintegrate just off of her thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
So she had to learn how to hone her powers and shit. You know what I mean?
Which one was the one that if she touched somebody they could die or something like that?
Oh, that's Rogue.
Yeah, Rogue.
Rogue, yeah, for sure.
Rogue, yeah, Rogue.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like if you touch somebody, you get their powers for a little while. Or you can kill them. If you're a human being, it sucked the life out of you. So if you about to die and you touch her, you could suck the life out of her. I mean, she'll suck the life out of you and you will bring her back to life, but you die.
What if she sucked the life out of a nigga who got AIDS or something?
But nah, like on some fucked up, crazy shit I always thought when I was a kid, I'm like, blood, I ain't gonna lie. That head was putting people to death, nigga. That was, nigga, what? Nah, you can't suck. What happened? You can't suck my dick. Nah, I'm cool. You can't see. You killing motherfuckers.
Niggas would be like, she's a killer. Niggas would be like, no, for real, look, she's a killer.
Niggas waking up in the hospital like, was it worth it? Hey, my nigga.
It was a near-death experience.
Hey, man. Hey, it was bittersweet. I thought I was about to die peacefully. Niggas
put that shit on their bucket list before I die.
Like, look, I'm 87 years old. I'd rather give you my last little 3 or 4 days. Just suck this dick, though.
I like that X-Men, though, when they showed Rogue and Wolverine is my favorite character.
Yeah,
for
Wolverine definitely.
Out of the universe. But I just like his origin story, and I just, I fuck with him. That's the first one nigga really grew up on. I remember watching niggas even like Static Shock.
Oh, yeah, Static is in DC.
Yeah, Static Shock.
Yeah, Static is with like the Justice League, Superman, and all them niggas. He part of that universe.
They need to give that nigga some love. They were supposed to make a movie for him, but it never came.
Yeah. DC making fucked up movies right now. Like right now, DC and Marvel is making trash movies. If you ever want to check out something that look pretty decent, it's their cartoons. DC make the best little cartoon movies. Marvel make trash shit because they want to make everybody part of the rainbow community. And everybody is not part of the rainbow community. There's the cold part is there's gay superheroes. It's been gay superheroes since the 70s and it's been gay superheroes forever. Now they want to make everybody gay. Yeah, that's like the thing. They want to make everybody gay.
I didn't know there was. I didn't know that.
But it's been lesbian superheroes. You just don't never hear about who their partner is because it wasn't a big deal. Then you might see them with a girl. Or it's implied that these two dudes like each other more than just being friends. They not making out. You're not going to see a scene of them waking up in the bed together. Now they just want to show you everything because, the kids is watching Spider-Man, so we got to make a gay Spider-Man. Fuck out of here, bro.
Who? Damn. There's a gay Spider-Man? Oh, the girl.
No, not Spider-Gwen. Not Spider-Gwen. There is a gay Spider-Man. Type in gay Spider-Man just to look at it on your side. We don't got to pull it up, just for you to get an idea.
This pop up some crazy shit on my shit.
He has a gold and black suit, and you could tell he's sashaying around in that comic book. Like, trust me, I wish you could see my hands, but don't worry about it.
Spider-Verse, Web Weaver. They call this nigga the Web Weaver too.
Yeah, that sounds like some. Never mind.
Web Weaver.
A Web Weaver.
He's a Web Weaver.
Yeah, okay.
Marvel's versus Gay Spider-Man. Damn. That's crazy. Web Weaver. But bro. They need to do something for my nigga Static Shock and more black superheroes other than the Black Panther, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's way more better characters than the ones that you see. And there's characters being made up every day. Like it's a whole lot of independent. Like I think the next big comic book character they can do that's independent is like do another Spawn movie.
Oh, like I was about to say Spawn is a good nigga.
Right.
Spawn
But Michael Jai White played Spawn, and he's still alive right now, and he's still in good shape.
No.
They need to make Michael Jai White back as Spawn.
That might be another one of my favorites too. Spawn might be another one of my favorites. I like Black Lightning. Luke Cage is dope. Steel is dope.
Yeah.
Damn, Damn, I remember my nigga Black Man.
Shaq. That's why Shaq got that Superman tattoo, because he played the original Steel in the movies.
What is this? I'm trying to find this movie real quick. Up and Away.
Mm-hmm.
You seen that? Up and Away? For my people that did see this on Disney, bro. R.I.P. to what is bro name? Let me show you this shit real quick, bro. You might have seen it. Bro. R.I.P. to what's my nigga name? Oh, that was Michael J. Pagan. But it was another nigga who used to play.
Is that my nigga Bo King? My nigga Bo King. Go up. Oh, I never seen this. I ain't never heard of this before. Sherman Hemsley? And you got my nigga Bo. Is that Bo King?
Robert Townsend? Nah, they don't got Bo King on this.
Who is that nigga?
Sherman.
They got Michael my nigga J. Sherman. R.I.P. Sherman Hemsley, man. It's fucked up how they did my guy.
Yeah, they had these niggas as some superheroes.
That's crazy.
Yeah. My nigga Robert Townsend.
Yeah, my nigga Robert. He was trying his best. If you can't, yeah. Shout out to Robert Townsend, the OG, man.
This was a dope movie, man. As a kid, I fucked with this.
Oh, I bet, my nigga.
Yeah, man. But shout out to them, though. We got some good content today. You ready to get into it, or what's up?
Shit, let's start off with a video, bud. Let's start off with a video.
Yep.
Throw one of them videos up on there real quick.
Oh, like music or what?
Music video. Yeah, let's
throw
one of the boys. Let's throw one of the brothers. One of the, let's play one of the brothers. You play your brother. Throw on some. You know what I mean? Let's get the rotation going up.
For sure. Let's get some going then.
It's off the comic, but at the same time, we still off the pull up though.
Let me play my boy that just dropped. Graham Joseph. It's called Real Doctor. He just dropped this 9 days ago.
Okay. Now let's get into it.
Let's check this out real quick, man.
Okay, let's get to it.
Feel like I'm walking with the game and sound. I got old family lifting my jacket. Thought you was cool, you seen them with burners, they burning that rubber like it was some plastic. I got a bad little bit from the band, she sending me visits with doing gymnastics. They ain't gonna love you or give you no flowers until they see muddy grass in the casket. Hey, I'm a pill poppin' real Dr. Wood. I'm a pill poppin' real Dr. Wood, smoking kill. Fuck black like a still poppin' real top of bliss. Done giving love, I don't never get it back. And I'd rather be addicted to the money than get attached. I did drugs in my body, not the reason why I crash. Tryna share my pain with you, that's the reason why. I might be done with the mud, but I'm not done with the drugs. I just hit up the blood, come and slide with the dust. My mama said I shouldn't do it, it's just better for cubs. If I see that bitch again, I might just shoot up the club. I be know what I mean, I might just throw up a beam. My brother sliding off a Molly, but I know for the me. My brother like right in the middle of the valley, be off the bird. In the bad bitch purse, sliding in the hearse. It couldn't get no worse. I be sipping dirty muddy, smoking wood and popping. G. I told mama don't you worry, I'm gonna get a second pick. I'm just trying to save your life, don't make me mad, gotta take a trip. I'm just trying to find my paradise, I know my head different. I ain't even got no bitch on my mind, I ain't need no second. I'm a pill popper, real Dr. Wood. I'm a pill popper, real Dr. Wood, smoking kill. Leg like a field popper, real top of nigga money. Done giving love, cause I don't never get it back. And I'd rather be addicted to the mud than get attached. I did drugs in my body, not the reason why I'm just trying to share my pain.
My nigga Graham Joseph, shout out to you, bro. Keep doing your shit, man.
You, bro. Man, shout out to you, man.
Keep going up with your shit, bro. Man, that's crazy. I got a lot of people in the game doing their music shit, bro. My boy, Radio 3000. Y'all look out for Radio 3000. He
Nah,
he's
for
doing
sure,
his thing
man.
cross country, like Asia, everywhere, bro. Like he really doing it up, man.
Hey, man, shout out to everybody in the field. Shout out to everybody in the field trying to make their dreams happen every single day, pushing it to the limit. You know what I'm saying?
And they got 70,000 on. Yeah, we're gonna have to get into bro. We got to show bro music one of these.
Let's get into one. Let's end it off with one of his. Like when we go through these, let's end it off with one of his videos.
For sure. But you know what today is? It's off the comic, man. It's off the comic. Y'all put in the comic in the comment what y'all superpowers, if you could. What would it be?
Who y'all favorite superhero is? You know what I'm saying?
Come on. Let us know.
Superhero movie. You know what I mean? The whole nine. Man, we getting this off the ground, but we gonna start off with a couple little verses and shit like that. You know what I mean? I know y'all have seen The Boys. The Boys new season just came back out. You know what I mean? So the people that's familiar with it, I know y'all probably familiar with my boy Homelander, and if not, hey man, it's a good way to show him off. But I know y'all know about
Before we get into this, bro, because I'm gonna want to say shit about this nigga, and I don't want to have to stop the video hella. But this nigga is a crazy nigga.
Homelander is a piece of shit.
I think this. I don't know if this is the scene, but I think this is the scene I just watched. I don't know if this is season 4.
That's probably season 2.
Bro, season 4. This nigga just went back to where he was born. And if y'all ain't seen it already, I'm sorry, but this nigga went back to where they had him in the lab, right?
Spoiler alert.
Come on, spoiler alert. Look, had him in the lab. This nigga went back to where they had him in the lab, and he was 2 of the older doctors that was still there, right?
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Where's Barbara?" She wasn't there. The first nigga, I guess they used to put him in this chamber where they would make it hella hot. To where his skin didn't melt, but like a regular person, like we would melt in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
He was like, I remember you used to shoot hoops into the garbage can, and he was like, shoot it. Go ahead, shoot it. And then he made him shoot for a little bit. Then he was like, get in the oven. Got that nigga in the oven, bro. Nigga burned, bro. It was fucked up. Then the next nigga, he fucked up too, painfully. And he was like, I guess he made this nigga, bro, like jack off in front of everybody. Cause I guess he said he walked in on him when he was jacking off as a kid, and he used to call him Squirt or something like that.
Squirt.
He used to call him Squirt. Little Squirt.
That's crazy.
What the fuck? And so he did that, made him do that, and then basically what's the eye X-ray vision, whatever the fuck you call it. What's it called? Like eye.
Oh, you talking about the eye blast, the optic blast.
Yeah, and this nigga did like this nigga nuts, like eye blast this shit. And then thumped his head, like crushed his head, bro. Like I was like, fuck. Took the last girl. The last lady came, right? This nigga killed basically all the interns there and fucked them up in front of her, basically. Petted her with all the blood. Like crazy. This nigga Homelander just a crazy ass nigga, bro.
Yeah. He's supposed to be, the concept of Homelander is supposed to be a crazy ass Superman. Like, what if Superman went bad or was evil or whatever the case may be? So he definitely got some wild shit that he did. Hey man, go make sure you go check out the motherfucking Boys. The Boys is like some sick sadistic shit. It's superhero shit, but if you don't want the average everyday do good, throw a spin on it, you know, based in reality, what would happen now? Take a look at it. It's pretty good. They on season 4, but shit, if you start from the beginning and get to now, it's definitely a good look at too. And this video is by my guy Dan Cole. These 2 videos that we're gonna cover with these things is gonna be by my boy Dan Cole. Shout out to him. And shit, man, let's get into
Look at this nigga face. This nigga just looks sadistic.
He looked like he off the bullshit up.
Yeah.
Nah, for sure.
Homelander has definitely made a name for himself as one of the definitive evil superheroes around. A twisted version of Superman who's just a narcissistic, crazy person with no problem killing. But what's going to happen if he ever faced off against the real Superman? Who would win there? And why is this fight not even close? Let's get into it. So if we're talking about Homelander, well, for starters, he's a psychopath, a truly unhinged lunatic. He's beefed with a baby before. He's got no problem killing
crazy
a weird thing for milk, which is just weird. But the real question is exactly how strong is this guy? Well, he is quite literally the strongest man in the world and has never met anyone who's been his pure physical equal. And I guess you could argue that Soldier Boy exists
that
now,
nigga dad.
But I don't even know if Soldier Boy is his true equal.
That nigga called that nigga a pussy.
Give Homelander a good fight, but Homelander said it himself.
These niggas want us to play war.
Hey man, look, donate. Hey man, if you want to donate to the show, donate so we ain't gotta never look no commercials and shit like that. In massive battles on donate to the commercial. Fun, nigga. I'm the upgrade.
Soldier Boy can injure him, can blow him up with those explosions that would also theoretically depower him. But in a straight up fight,
that nigga right there though with the beard is
he was.
That's the butcher.
Yeah,
he's
the butcher.
easily crushed skulls, punched into a man's stomach, and just casually tossed people hundreds of feet into the air. Also, since Homelander is the strongest hero in the world, it logically makes sense that he's stronger than all the other members of the Seven. He's stronger than Stormfront, who easily destroyed a building. He's stronger than Queen Maeve, who easily stopped a speeding armored truck. And stronger than A-Train, who's able to pull a locomotive after having just broken his leg. And he is like way stronger than them. Homelander was able to casually knock off the door of a pressurized plane. But there is one thing. He did say he was actually not able to carry the hijacked plane to safety. So he kind of killed a whole lot of people there with that one. But it does suggest that he's actually unable to use his full strength while he's up in the air. Either that, or while he could lift and move the plane, the outside of the plane is so fragile, it would just end up punching right through it when he tried to push against it. I think he
hold on, pause it real quick, bro.
Or move the plane if you wanted to, though.
I think also this episode they wanted that plane. He wanted that plane to crash. He was saying he could save him, but he was saying like they wanted that plane to crash for a reason.
Yeah. Yeah, but the thing about Homelander was he definitely could have saved him, but the biggest thing is he couldn't hold the plane to save them. He would have to save them one by one. So he just said, fuck it, I'm gonna let the plane go down. Yeah, Homelander a piece of shit, man.
So, bottom line, regardless, Homelander's pretty strong. But while Homelander is strong, well, durability is definitely Homelander's weakest asset. Not really because he's not durable, but just because he's never really had anything to truly test his durability. He's bulletproof, was unscathed by a bus and rebel crashing down on top of him, but the guy is obviously intended to be invincible. It was said that if Homelander ever turned against America, or turned against Vought, they'd have no way to take him down. It's also said that there isn't a weapon on Earth that they haven't thrown at him. They've all failed. Obviously, this is including nukes.
I didn't know they had a
So
cartoon.
just from those statements,
Yeah,
Homelander is incredible.
I told you, Homelander, like this was a comic book. They turned it to a show and then made cartoon versions of it at the same time.
Damn.
This is a comic book first.
I had to check it out. See how
Nah,
how
for sure.
crazy they got this nigga.
And you know, whatever they can't show in the movies or the show that they budget go down, they could definitely draw it. So he did
Right.
get way crazier shit up on here.
That's why I got to check this out.
Nah, for sure. Definitely.
Nukes. So just from those statements, Homelander is incredible. But here's the thing: it is totally possible that Homelander actually isn't as durable as he makes himself out to be, or as everyone else makes him out to be. I mean, Soldier Boy was getting his hits in, getting some dang good hits while he was at it. Even gave Homelander some bruises.
He made that nigga bleed.
Queen Maeve went against him, stabbed him right straight in the ear hole. You get a little deeper there, and Homelander is done for. Even Stormfront was able to throw him around. That one was definitely more the kinky type of roughhousing, rather than the "I'm gonna beat your face in now" type. Another thing is, just like Homelander doesn't have a ton of durability feats, doesn't really have a ton of speed feats. I mean, in fact, I don't think we've ever seen Homelander's speed in a fight, except maybe like once or twice. That being said, though, he is really pretty fast when he's just flying around. He's regularly flown at Mach speed, even reach up to Mach 5 while saving Butcher from that C4 explosion. Instead, while Homelander does have all these incredible powers, and sometimes he'll have to use them in a fight, more often than not, Homelander is just completely spamming his heat vision all over the place. And for the most part, well, it really is effective. He easily slice through flesh and bone, just kill people with one glance, and he can also use it against other soldiers, send them flying backwards. All in all, well, Homelander is pretty powerful. Easily the most powerful soup we've seen with the boys so far. Now, for this showdown, we're going to be limiting Superman to just
I would hold on.
Now, you see that? You got to limit. You got to limit Superman.
Yeah. See, and then also I was about to say, but before I say that, I was going to say, I feel like it's some kids in Gen Vito that could be damn near strong enough to take down Homelander.
Yeah,
they got it's a kid that I think could fuck with Homelander, bro. I think it's Homelander actually done. I think it's
probably could. Probably could. I mean, I could say that. The only thing is, you see how he said Homelander might be super strong, but we've never seen it. He's never had to use it because they made him the overall super thing. So we don't know how strong he is. The only thing we could go off of is what he's done. Superman did everything.
And they say Superman, if he got way more matter, he could go like
he's always holding back.
Yeah,
he's always holding back. The only person he don't hold back on is like Black Adam, Dark Side. That's why at the end of that Black Adam movie with The Rock, when that nigga Superman pulled up, that was the next movie was supposed to be Black Adam versus Superman. That would have been a real fight. But we'll get back into it. Now you see how he said we're gonna limit this Superman to the Superman that was in the movies. The Superman in the movies was still strong, was still stronger than Homelander. But if you put comic book Superman, it's like ridiculous. it's ridiculous. That nigga sneezed and readjusted the solar system. Like
Fuck.
Superman did all type of crazy shit, but we gonna keep it
Bruh.
lit.
Go down. We're gonna be
Adjusted
limiting
the solar system.
Superman
Fuck.
to
Yeah, that nigga outran time. The
Well, we know
universe
he's
was
hella fast.
ending. Yeah, the universe was ending. Like Superman was the fastest thing until they created the Flash. They had to create the Flash just to show that, okay, no matter how fast the Flash is, Superman is slightly behind him. That's the only way you could judge his speed.
to just the version from the DCEU. Just make it movie versus show. But still, this guy is an absolute powerhouse. In fact, this version of Superman has some of the best raw physical feats you'll ever see, which of course does make sense. He's Superman. He's been able to casually pull massive ships, lift up rocket ships, even fly around carrying an entire apartment building. Those are easily multi-ton feats right there. The guy is definitely strong. And all
Yeah.
that strength also
That nigga
easily translates to when we
Bitch
see
ass
him in
nigga.
fights. Even in his very
Yeah.
first fight against Zod and his Kryptonian warriors.
But that's probably one of
Superman
that fight
was
right
kind of
there
wrecking shop.
is probably one of the best fights they ever put in a superhero movie. If you ever want to see how superheroes would look in real life, this scene is probably one of the best fight scenes ever created for
I
a
wonder how much
superhero
that
genre.
budget was for this thing.
But for sure, like this movie for sure costed like $100-200 million to make just to show the shit. And they didn't even show
Yeah.
all of his powers. But that nigga
Yeah.
was acting crazy with this shit.
When we see him in fights. Even in his very first fight against Zod and his Kryptonian warriors. Well, Superman was
And
kind
he
of
didn't even
wrecking
know how to
shop.
fight.
Sure, they were able to
He
get
didn't
their
even
own hits
fight.
in, but Superman was still strong enough
That's why
to
he
dominate
slamming
a
them through shit.
2-on-1 fight.
Yeah,
He
like
actually faced
Superman,
off against General
Zod,
Zod.
snapped that nigga
Well,
neck.
he ended up killing
Ooh.
him and destroyed basically all of Metropolis in the process.
Ooh.
He showed off that same strength when he completely
That's Wonder
no-sold the
Woman.
Justice League.
Like he was just playing with them.
Casually overpowered 3 of them
You
at
remember when
once.
Superman went evil?
These dudes are definitely
That's when he
strong.
he woke up out of his
He
sleep.
also managed to fight and beat up
That
Doom.
nigga was hella strong.
Even weakened from
Ooh.
kryptonite right before. He
Batman
ended up
beat his
causing a nuclear
ass.
explosion in the middle of the fight. He also completely bodied Steppenwolf, a dude who can also fight against Doomsday. Heck, Superman has even managed to overpower literal world-ending and world-shaping events. And he's done it multiple times. He overpowered the beam sent out from the World Engine, and then one-shot the machine. Then he did it again, ripping apart and overpowering the 3 mother boxes. So yeah, I say it again. Superman is like ridiculously strong. He's also crazy tough. And we mentioned it in passing, but the guy straight up survived a nuclear explosion. And a pretty massive explosion at that, considering that you can see it from outer space. He's straight up destroyed mountains as he crashed back to Earth. He's taken attacks from Cyborg and Wonder Woman.
All
like it was
them-
nothing. Heck,
Every one of these people would kill Homelander, bro. Wonder Woman would rip Homelander in half, nigga. Like,
Superman even no-sold an attack from Steppenwolf and his axe. That same guy was dominating all the rest of the JL. And like we mentioned, he'd already had a fight against another version of Doomsday, and they destroyed a moon in their fight together. Superman completely no-sold the attack. And speaking of Doomsday, well, he managed to take all sorts of attacks from Doomsday, including massive energy wave attacks that were leveling the city. Seriously, he took all sorts of attacks from Doomsday and from Zod, and for the most part, Superman has been able to take it all no problem. He's ridiculously tough. And even with just that being said, well, there's absolutely no way that Homelander can pull it off here. Homelander has never pulled off any strength feats that are even remotely comparable to Superman on an average day, like lifting up this rocket, pulling this cruise ship, or carrying the apartment building.
He
If
couldn't stop
Homelander
the
did even
airplane.
one of these things, we'd all be calling it his best strength feat, bar none. Superman is doing it casually. And that's not even mentioning stuff like overpowering the Mother Box or overpowering the World Engine. Two forces that can literally reshape the entire world. You can maybe argue that Homelander is tough enough to take nuclear bombs because of a one-off statement saying they had to.
Man, why is this shit skipping like this?
What the fuck?
Oh shit!
thrown every weapon on Earth at him and survived it all. But a few problems with that. For starters, even if it's true, it just makes him on par with Superman when it comes to durability, because Clark has also been able to survive nukes. Secondly, that is like obviously blatantly a lie. Vought lies all the time. Homelander lies too. And if these punches and attacks from the likes of Soldier Boy or Queen Maeve are giving Homelander bruises or making him bleed, just imagine what punches from Superman are gonna do. And also, just imagine Homelander taking the kinds of attacks from Doomsday or General Zod, what would happen there? The same attacks that Superman just casually shrugged off. And that's not even mentioning Superman's speed, where he's moving at relativistic speeds and keep up with the Flash and absolutely statue Wonder Woman, who she herself
this Flash running light
automatic
speed.
gunfire.
He's right behind him.
Lightning. Even with Homelander,
like he's seen Flash running as fast as he can. He just turned around and looked at that nigga like, you know, I can see you.
Anything. Not when Superman can take blast from Doomsday just fine, which were leveling whole city blocks. And Superman's heat vision is also much more powerful. It cut clean through Steppenwolf, who he himself is tough enough to survive the destruction of a moon. There's really just absolutely no comparison here. Homelander might think he's hot stuff, that he's the most powerful superhero around, but when he runs into Superman, well, he's gonna get beaten senseless and just whomped in an instant. It's not even gonna be close. Superman wins. But what do y'all think?
That nigga might sock him one time, and that's it.
Yeah, Superman might knock that nigga head off, like literally,
like on some real shit. and again, now the thing that they could make, the way that they could make Homelander stronger is that they put shit in comic books that he did. It's not a lot of shit because he's the strongest nigga in his whole world. Superman is not even the strongest nigga in his world.
So even in the comic books, that Homelander wasn't hella strong.
No, he was strong, but it wasn't a whole lot of people stronger than him. Like the reason why Superman is strong is because he beat people that was stronger than him. Like again, if Superman, like you gotta, like Homelander couldn't carry the airplane, but Superman could casually just pull the fucking spaceship.
Right.
That's almost as big as a city. And then he catching fades with Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy would break his hand on Superman. And if you notice, through all these punches that Superman taking, which is stronger than Homelander, that nigga don't bleed. Homelander is in a bloody mess. Now he still win, but the nigga's in a bloody mess.
And just like they said, if Homelander had all those blemishes from Soldier Boy, imagine what those punches from Superman would do.
That's what I'm saying. And like I said, the biggest thing about Superman is it's niggas stronger than Superman in his world that he beat. Is nobody strong as Homelander in his world. He's the strongest of all. Now, if they created a character that was strong as Homelander and Homelander struggled, then you get to see some shit.
I look forward to seeing what they do with this Gen B and the boys because I think they're gonna
Nah,
end up giving. I think they're gonna end up giving Homelander what he's looking for real.
hey man, I hope so. They got to put somebody in there because right now, if you look at the boys don't have nobody in there that's the strongest Homelander at all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
and Homelander don't got a weakness. It's just his durability. Like if you're strong enough to hurt him, you can hurt him.
Man, this is homeless. This is regular nigga on there. That's I think they showed him with the butcher, the
Okay.
dude that don't have super. The
Billy.
dude who wife got
Billy.
the A-Train ran through his wife.
Yeah.
But
that regular nigga, I know you talk about. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know you talk about. Yeah.
that nigga was hiding in the vent. This his like sweat dropped down and Homelander caught it. That nigga, all right, bro. Luckily he got out the way, but that nigga would have been burnt toast. Cause that
See,
nigga Homelander
man.
went looking for that nigga, and then A-Train luckily helped him out and set him away. But
Nah, for sure. Like, yeah, see, that's the thing. If they made stronger people in the boys, then you could see some type of feats and stuff like that he do. All he could do is fly and kill people real easily. He could sock you, throw niggas far. Nobody else is as strong as him.
But it's crazy too, because the boys, like everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people got superpowers because they could take that little serum shit that they have. Yeah, the Gen V shit that they have, and if they take it, they get powers. So it's a lot of little motherfuckers running around with shit.
See, but that's why when we was talking about it off camera and we was talking about Batman, I'm like, Batman and Superman would do rock, paper, scissors, because all Batman would have to figure out, I was like, hold on, y'all niggas is made? Yeah. They made y'all? Oh yeah, it's over. I thought you was like from another planet or something like that. I killed niggas from different planets and all type of different shit. You just some regular niggas off the pills? Oh, nigga, don't let me take a pill. Matter of fact, Batman will make the Gen V pill and just start beating the shit out of them niggas.
If Batman was on a Gen V pill, bro, who knows what that nigga would? He could fuck up Homelander for sure.
The cold part is what make Batman so great is that the only reason Superman has a chance of beating him is because he's stronger than him. If you gave Batman Superman's powers, Superman would get cleaned up like pretty quick. Like pretty quick. You know what I'm saying? Batman got to create shit and find shit to do shit. But speaking of Batman, we gonna get into this next video, bud. Batman versus motherfucking Captain America.
Batman versus Captain America. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it, man.
So today, we are going to talk about one of the greatest fights that's ever been seen on this channel. And to be honest, I don't even know who's going to win. Bruce Wayne versus Steve Rogers. Batman versus Captain America. So buckle up, tune in, because this is going to be a fight. Tell you that, this is going to be a fight. So talking about Bruce Wayne, talking about Batman. Bruce Wayne, who witnessed the murder of his billionaire parents as a child, swore to avenge their deaths. He trained extensively to achieve mental and physical perfection, mastering martial arts, detective skills, and criminal psychology. Costumed as a bat to prey on criminals' fears and utilizing a high-tech arsenal, he became the legendary Batman. Though he doesn't possess any innate superhuman abilities, Batman is considered to be, by many, to be among the most dangerous and most powerful men in the world. Due to his intense training and diet, Bruce has accomplished feats that normal human beings might call superhuman. Batman is in peak physical condition and has displayed incredible strength, being able to bench press 1,000 pounds, and has personally stated that his maximum leg press is 2,500.
It's a healer.
That nigga strong.
And he's got this
As a healer.
like sniper rifle. He's got his beat. He's got his sniper.
Oh,
100. In addition, Batman is an accomplished gymnast and acrobat though not quite at the same level as Nightwing. Bruce's training and peak physical condition means he's very fast, both in combat and on his feet. He's even been able to grab Green Arrow's arrow and has dodged point-blank gunfire before. This speed, combined with his strength, makes him incredibly powerful, to the point where even the enhanced assassin
Also, his suit is hella heavy too. Wow,
Batman has
still
been
moving hella
trained
fast.
every martial art from known to man.
What'd you say?
Also, Batman's suit is heavy too. I guess a weighted suit.
It's thin. It's thin. It's
I
bulletproof,
thought it was
but
a
it's
weighted
thin.
suit.
He has a weighted suit.
suit.
No, he has one. The suit that you see Batman in is the thinnest suit that he could take that could be bulletproof, but you could cut him, which is crazy. The suit will stop bullets and will stop this nigga from burning to death, but you could stab him. That's how thin the suit is.
Yeah, you're right. It says Batman's suit can vary in weight and design depending on the version.
Yeah, because he got a heavy suit. The heavy suit is what he fought Superman in. That's like his Superman Buster suit, and Superman destroyed that motherfucker. Like he still had to shoot Superman with the kryptonite gas just to weaken him.
Right.
But nah, Batman, that guy.
Makes him incredibly powerful, to the point where even the enhanced assassin Deathstroke commented on it. Batman has been trained in every martial art form known to man. And out of every single one of these forms, he knows 127 that are deadly. These 127 are the main forms of fighting that make up his normal fighting style. His primary style of combat, though,
he got stabbed in the shoulder.
Ninjutsu, Taekwondo, Jiu-Jitsu, boxing, karate, and dragon-style kung fu. Batman is also a master of pressure points and nerve strikes, which can cause dizziness, numbness, temporary paralysis, and disorientation. Bruce is a literal genius and is a master tactician and strategist, always getting 1 step, 2 step, 10 steps ahead of his opponents. Batman is most notable for his gadgetry, and thanks to his extensive wealth, he can create or buy almost anything he needs. Bruce's Batsuit is an experimental military body armor that is too expensive for the military to produce. The suit is shock absorbent and made to rebound punches and kicks.
Military can't even get this shit.
Bulletproof.
Yeah, it costs too much money for them to produce.
However, despite all this protection, the suit has shown vulnerability to sharp objects like knives, and Bruce has also decreased the armor in order to increase the mobility. Batman's gloves can emit a high voltage surge of electricity to stun enemies, and also has 3 spiked fringes emerging from it.
Nigga Bane broke his back.
Batman also has a variety of different weapons and tools, like an EMP emitter, sonic weapons, smoke pellets, explosive, tranquilizer darts, and tons of different batarangs.
And he gonna get them motherfuckers off.
Captain America. So during World War II, Steve Rogers volunteered to receive the experimental super soldier serum. Enhanced to the pinnacle of human physical potential, he became Captain America. After a failed mission left him encased in the ice for decades, he was found and revived by the Avengers, later becoming the team's leader. Now, the super soldier serum increased Steve's body to the physical peak of human potential. So basically, Cap is the next step in human evolution. He is as strong, fast, durable, and agile as any human can possibly be, and his strength is referred to as being unprecedented. He can bench press over 1 ton, and he's done some incredible things, like pulling a helicopter out of the air, breaking steel chains, kicking a hole through an enemy's chest, and has even held up the rubble of a collapsed building before. Cap is incredibly fast and can run 60 miles per hour, and also has incredible reflexes, being able to dodge bullets and lasers. He's also very agile and is a parkour and gymnastics master. The super soldier serum also prevents the buildup of fatigue poisons in his muscles. This means that he effectively never tires, making it possible for him to perform at his maximum.
Hold on, pause it real quick.
When doing anything physical or extraordinary.
Yeah.
Could you imagine getting in a regular fight with a nigga like this and the nigga arms never get tired.
But that's how niggas feel when they're in the ring with a nigga on steroids. If you could punch, if you fight in a 12 round match, and you socking the same speed and the same power as you was socking in the first round and the 10th round, nigga, you be scared. Like, you ain't tired, nigga.
Right.
We been having a slobber knocker, nigga. But you ain't tired? Nigga, like that, like imagine you catching a fade and you never get tired, nigga. You can run as fast as you actually can. And you can
like
swing
this nigga
as
ain't
hard
even
as you
win.
can.
Yeah, like this nigga ain't even win. He just enhanced.
For sure. Yeah, like that's where and he durable. Like Captain America fell out of a helicopter and landed on his back and got up. Batman did too. Like, it's crazy how much shit that they did.
Yeah,
but they still keep him at, like, they're still considered superhumans. They don't got superpowers. Like, he don't got superpowers. He just hella strong and durable, and he don't get tired. Batman is the same, but he had to train himself to do it.
Right.
And Captain America is still stronger than Batman. As strong as he is, he's still stronger than Batman, because Batman gets tired.
And this nigga, right, I'm about to say, literally has a toxin in his body that just makes him like that. Like, this nigga's a little science project.
For sure. Now, Batman has stayed up for weeks on his feet fighting, but he still was tired. It's a difference between you did it and you're tired, but you could do it, when this nigga don't get tired at all.
Right, and you fight minions and shit versus just having to fight this nigga for
sure.
As long as you can go 24 hours straight, nigga, I ain't never stopping.
For sure, and I really don't need no sleep. Like, I sleep is a luxury.
You know,
like, I don't need
be the best. If he decided to just be a boxer, this nigga be the best boxer ever.
See, that's the thing. And he was made to be a soldier. That's the funny part is, like, if there was a Captain America if there was a real Captain America soldier, the other country would be scared to death. Right. Like, if America had a Captain America, it would be a problem out here.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? It would be a real problem out here.
Extraordinary length of time. However, Captain America has done some things that are far outside the limits of an average human. One of Cap's greatest durability feats is falling 200 feet from an airplane and then landing on a car without any signs of injury or even discomfort. He's also taken one of Gambit's explosions at point-blank range, taken punches from Namor, and even survived and healed from a bullet to the head. Cap is a master of a large number of martial arts and has developed his own fighting style, which melds jiu-jitsu, boxing, judo, karate, pressure points, all during acrobatics and the use of his shield. He is also able to master any weapons in seconds and has even used chi manipulation and other techniques. Steve is a great leader and one of the greatest strategic and tactical minds in the Marvel Universe. He's led the Avengers for many years, and his great experience makes him a seasoned commander in the battlefield. Captain America is usually seen with his red, white, and blue armor that is completely bulletproof. He covers everything except his nose, mouth, and ears. Steve's trademark weapon is his vibranium alloy shield, which he always carries around. The shield
vibranium
is virtually unbreakable and absorbs the kinetic force of anything that strikes it.
T'Challa dad gave that shit to Captain America. I mean, gave it to America as like a gift. Tony Stark dad made the shield because he used to be part of the shield thing or whatever. He made the shield for Captain America. That's why if you look at the movie, when Captain America was going against that nigga Iron Man and they beat the shit out of Iron Man. When that nigga left, that nigga was like, that shit don't belong to you, nigga. My dad gave it to you. That nigga just gave it to him.
Damn, that nigga beat the shit out of Iron Man? Damn.
They beat the shit out of Iron Man. Iron Man literally had to use AI to beat that nigga. like
Came
was
back to
beating
get
the
with all.
brakes off of that. I have beat the brakes off of you. That nigga beat the brakes off of that nigga. That nigga broke his suit and like, yeah.
That's how Captain America talk.
Nah, that I just used the African accent, nigga. I will beat the brakes off of you. Nah, but he beat like when he fought Black Panther, his claws was able to scratch that shit, and he was wondering why. He's like, nigga, it's made out of the same thing. Black Panther was the first nigga to scratch his shield. Like his shield never had a dent in it until he fought Black Panther.
Shout out Black Panther, R.I.P. T'Challa.
Yeah, R.I.P. T'Challa, man. Hey, man, Bombay. Wakanda forever.
It enables Cap to ricochet the shield off of objects and allow it to come back to him. The shield is capable of cutting through Iron Man's armor, taking hits from Thor and blocking bullets and even huge explosions and infernos with no harm. Cap is also really accurate with the shield, to the point where he can pull off seemingly impossible ricochet shots and has enough power behind his throws to slice through cars and tanks. So who wins this fight? Yeah, I know these two have fought before, but that wasn't a crossover.
They fought before?
Technically considered canon.
They had a crossover. The Justice League versus the Avengers. They had like a crossover and shit. Superman picked up Thor's hammer and shit. It was a tie. You know they couldn't let nobody win because DC would have been like, I'm not letting y'all use our characters if y'all gonna make our characters look bad, and Marvel was doing the same thing. So it ended in a tie.
Yeah.
Like it ended
Even
in a tie.
who do you think should have won that though, real quick?
Man, it's hard to say, but it's really hard to say because like Hulk versus Superman, that would have been the fade. Batman versus Captain America, that would have been the fade. You know what I'm saying?
Superwoman versus who?
Probably Captain
Catwoman.
Marvel. Catwoman get the shit whooped out of her, bro. Like, bro, trust me, like one punch, nigga. Like one sock, nigga. I could kill you with one. I could squeeze your shoulder and break your shit. Like that's how strong these niggas is. Like it's on like a different level for sure.
Out of all the battles I've done so far, I'm pretty sure this is one of the most highly contested among fans. And I can honestly see why. You can make a great case for why either of these fighters could win. But the way I see it, these two have completely different fighting styles and outlooks on combat. Cap is a Spartan, while Batman is a ninja. Batman relies on using his environment to his advantage and is an expert at vanishing in plain sight and surprise attacks. Meanwhile, Cap relies on his shield and his physical stature. So let's
that's the heavy suit.
Now, right off the bat, Bruce is clearly the superior fighter when compared with Steve. Whether it makes sense or not, Batman has indeed mastered every known martial arts and is one of the best in the world at using pressure points and nerve strikes. But this isn't to say that Captain America isn't great at fighting. He's a master of a large number of martial arts, but has honed his skills and developed his own mixture and style of fighting, which he's incredibly proficient at. While Batman is a more skilled fighter, there's no doubt that Steve is physically superior. Batman is in peak physical condition, but that can't compare with Steve being the pinnacle of human physical potential. He's over twice as strong as Batman, able to run a mile in a minute, can perform basically any acrobatic maneuver, has basically superhuman durability, and has the ability to dodge point-blank gunfire.
That was hella fast.
Now you might be thinking, well, all those are really impressive. But hold on a second. Batman can dodge bullets too. So what's so impressive about that? Well, here's the thing. While Bruce can dodge bullets because of years of training and honed reflexes, Steve is actually able to see the bullets coming and move out of the way. And that's a big difference. If Cap is going at full potential, he will be able to see all of Batman's punches and thrown projectiles coming at him and just dodge them.
And it is, though. You see, like just that simple wording right there. That's why I said like Steve Rogers naturally can do this. He didn't have to train. That nigga just got the power. Batman had to learn this shit.
Right.
And he still has to do it. He can't see the bullets. You know what I'm saying? And part of that is predicting your next move, just being a fighter, being 10 steps ahead of you. Steve Rogers is not 10 steps ahead of you. I put it like this, if you gave Batman Steve Rogers power, it'd be a problem. But if you gave Steve Rogers, that nigga Batman's intellect, if Steve Rogers could be 10 steps ahead of you and could see the bullets, it ain't gonna be nothing you could do out here. The nigga runs 60 miles an hour, my nigga. Can run a mile in a minute. Like Batman can't do no shit like that.
I'm finna go watch a Batman movie after this damn near.
For sure.
Or maybe a Captain America movie. I ain't
gonna lie. If you wanna fuck with Captain America, start with Captain America, the first Captain America movie. It's a good look.
Yeah. Maybe one day we might stream a movie on here, man.
Nah, for sure. We definitely got to do that. We definitely got to do that. We definitely got to do that, man. The old DC movies was pretty cool. The new shit they putting out is trash. I don't know what's going on. I'm kind of disappointed. What the fuck? Did this shit mute? How did this mute? Okay.
I was coming at him. You just dodge him. You basically can't be hit. Now, I'm not saying that Bruce won't be able to land a hand on Steve, because that's just naive and severely underestimating Bruce's ability. But Cap will be able to dodge more of Bruce's attacks. And odds are he'll be able to land more attacks on Batman too. But this isn't going to just be a hand-to-hand fight, because both of these guys have their signature weapons. Batman has a huge variety of weapons, like explosives, batarangs, sonic weapons, and smoke pellets. Explosives and batarangs won't be much of an effect in this battle because Cap can easily dodge them, and he's also survived a point-blank Gambit explosion before. But sonic weapons and smoke pellets can definitely turn the tide and provide an opportunity for bats to sneak into the shadows and perform a sneak attack. On the other hand, Cap might have the most perfect offensive and defensive weapon of all time, his vibranium shield. And just one good ricochet or blunt hit from the shield is enough to put someone, yes, even someone as great as Batman, down for the count. So who do I think wins this battle? Well, because of his superior strength, speed, agility, incredibly superior reflexes, practically equal fighting ability, and having a weapon that can block basically anything thrown at him, and the ability to use it as a deadly weapon, Captain America wins. And in the end, the way I see it, if Deathstroke can beat Batman, then so can Captain America. But what do y'all think?
I agree.
Sound off in the comments down below.
I agree. I'm taking Captain America.
I would take Cap too, just for the strength. It's for the physical shit,
bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Physical, like your arms don't get tired, your legs don't get tired, like your body don't get, like your brain don't get tired, like nigga.
That means you can fight as hard as you can fight as hard as possible for as long as you want to. Bro, now Batman could do that, but he gets tired.
He'd be the best football nigga ever.
For sure. It wouldn't
Captain America, that nigga be the best running back ever, nigga.
For sure. Running back, defensive lineman. And then if this nigga could see a bullet coming, that nigga could see a pass coming, and he's fast enough to intercept the ball.
Or a tackle, right. And then what's crazy is if this nigga was a D-end, he would be fucking quarterbacks up. He would be injuring niggas, fucking niggas ribs up.
That nigga be throwing offensive linemen out the way, like on some height, pushing niggas straight out the way and blitz the quarterback.
You know, a nigga like Bosa is a top D-end, right, in the NFL.
Yeah.
And that nigga contract, that nigga get paid $122 million, right? How much would Captain America get paid if he was a D-end?
See, bud, like you'd have to pay him as much as a quarterback. He'd be valuable, bud. Like literally, you
The
could put
nigga
him
might
on a
fuck around and
team,
get 250, 350, 450.
but that nigga might
get a
score on
500 million.
defense.
Yeah.
That nigga might score on
Every
defense.
possession. Every possession.
You know
That
niggas
nigga
is
might look like
fumbling,
the water boy nigga, but he on times 10.
but
times
you know
30.
Now you know you making niggas fumble. You intercepting whoever. Can't nobody get open. You could run from one side of the field. You could probably run from the quarterback to the wide receiver before the ball get to him and intercept it if you can't sack him. That nigga probably could throw the ball to himself. That nigga probably could throw the ball and take off running.
Nigga probably jump on the nigga's back to get to the ball and shit.
Yeah,
but what was you about to say about Batman?
Nah, I was just saying like if Batman would be the highest paid fucking DN or any defensive player or offensive player in the NFL, and then this nigga Captain America is the big homie. It's like if y'all niggas thought Batman was the shit, watch this.
Right.
That nigga probably break every record and that nigga probably break every record.
You know what? Captain America would be a mean linebacker, nigga. Middle linebacker, like a Ray Lewis type nigga, just fucking niggas up.
But ain't nobody running. You can't throw no ball over the middle. And if you decide to blitz, it's a problem, nigga. If it's a hole a little bit.
Yeah. Christian McCaffrey, you been doing all that shitty on against these niggas, but I'm here now.
They kicked that nigga out the league. They really had to be like, bro, you cannot use 100%, my nigga.
Yeah. But Batman is very strategic, though. I will say that. Sure. So he would probably find a way. If not the first time, the second or third time, he would beat Captain America.
Mm-hmm. That'll be the thing. The first time they fight, it's gonna be a wash. That nigga gonna watch that nigga. But if Batman can survive, that nigga gonna look at the tape. They gonna be, okay, I can hit this nigga here. I can attack this here. Okay, I see this is a weakness here. But it's hard to find a weakness on Cap because you can't even shoot this nigga. This nigga just survived point blank range being shot in the head and just healed from that shit.
He could just heal up type shit.
Yeah, he survived it. His like he done been shot a bunch of times.
Damn.
Like Captain America was holding that helicopter with a broke arm, nigga.
Right, bro.
Like he had a broke arm.
Fuck.
Yeah, and he made it with a helicopter couldn't move.
That's crazy. That's crazy, y'all. Y'all let us know in the comments what y'all think. You know who y'all got. Again, our pick is Captain America for this first one. You know, I'll give my bottom dollar to that. But you know, we got some more coming with this segment. Y'all let us know how y'all fucking with it.
For sure, man. Off the comic, man. We gonna end it for one more song.
Come on, let's get into it. This is my boy I was talking about earlier, Radio 3000.
Okay.
And
shit, we can sign off with this one, man.
Yes, sir. So let's get into this real quick.
On behalf of Off the Pull Up, my nigga See the Shooter.
Come on.
We about to sign out with this good one right here, man.
On Cynic Radio 3000. Shout out Radio.
Technology Daily, a state-backed media outlet in China, published what could have been an exciting piece of news. Extraterrestrial technology. Rogue blips from an advanced alien civilization made their way to Earth. Is the question? Well, maybe not, because the twist here is.
Imagine how funny, but pause real quick. Imagine how funny it would be if niggas was sitting on the porch smoking, drinking a spaceship crash, nigga, and a nigga fell off that motherfucker with a beanie and a red striped shirt, nigga. That shit would be crazy. Like, I would have took another hit of that drink too. I'd be like, nigga, let me hit that weed. Pass that weed, nigga. This some good shit, nigga. I don't know what's going on.
Nigga be like, what the hell? Hey, and shout out Radio 3000. He actually grew up with my uncle. That's how I know him. He didn't always show love. He even wore the merch. But yeah, man.
Shout out
Shout
to
out
him,
to him.
man.
We live in here. Authentic Radio 3000.
Salute, brother. Let's get into it.
Hey, homie, come here. Hey, homie, let me holler at you one time. Hey, come here.
Nah, hey, homie, career,
Hey, homie,
come
where
here.
you
It's
from?
crazy.
Bro, now imagine this. You think, imagine this.
I
You
like
and
this shit
you
already.
already love this, bro. Because imagine this, bro. It's crazy how this shit damn near go into the superpowers and shit, too. Because this nigga's an alien, technically, right?
Mhm.
Now, imagine this nigga walking through, you pressing niggas, you in there, you with your hood, you with your gang, whatever. Hey, homie, who was you, homie? This whole time, it's an alien nigga walking up. Nigga,
Look, the cold part is, it's like, man, you picked the wrong nigga to fuck with.
yeah, the
Like,
wrong nigga
you should have
to
sat
talk
your
to.
ass down. You should have went past that nigga. You see that nigga with the green eyes holding the chain up? Yeah, it's time to get up out of here.
Yeah.
Nah, you got it, fam. You got it. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. I'ma slide off. That's crazy. You picked the wrong day to slide. You sliding around looking for the ops, nigga. You run into the alien, nigga. And the alien look like the ops. Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah, man, let's get back into it.
That I just keep it authentic. 3,000 wild, no pretending. Faces loaded in the knife, ended home run. Whole team winning bonds when I hit it. Champagne pop, high fives when we finish. I never said it was easy. I was watching Jigga on TV. I said one day that's gonna be me. I was too short to play ball in the G League, let alone NBA. There go my hoop dream. But I can get a deal, for real. I worked on my skills and my star appeal. Got 10,000 hours, I mastered my field. My city, Maville, the valley behind me. My niggas say real. You get it, my way, nigga, how I did it. On the highway, feeling no feelings. This trip all business. Dream chase, 2020 vision, whatever it takes. Story authentic. I was in blood, I was in cuffs, but them on my job, them on my G's. I wanna ball, get back to the hood. That nigga's free, give me that authentic.
Get back to the hood, that nigga's free.
Give me that authentic. I'm way too authentic. I'm way too cool to be a fool and be tripping on you. I got way too much to do. My chin moves smooth and I play the shit cool. I got way too much to lose, but it can get we outside. For real niggas, we don't lie. Gunshots in the nighttime, lights off. Pounds for the right rhymes, pissed off. Bullets flying through walls. I was just a kid, why is violence involved? Black on black crime, nigga, I am appalled. Those thoughts kept me from juvenile hall. I was thinking more like push our people forward. If we can just get on one accord, we bring money to the hood and be better for it. I was in blood, I was in cuffs, but them on my jogs, them on my G's. I wanna ball, get back to the hood. That nigga's free, give me that authentic. Way too authentic. Give me that authentic, way too authentic. My niggas say blood, some of my niggas say cuz, and all my niggas show love. And I ain't never bang, but I know the street slang. But Uncle C told me to stay in my lane, so that's what I did when I say R.I.P. It's a whole lot of G's who ain't make it to see Obama be president on 9/11 or year 2020 when COVID first stepped in. So I'ma keep pushing this dream and keep repping the ones from my section. You know who you are. Haven't I kept it authentic thus far? I cannot switch up, I can't fuck that. I just keep it authentic. 3,000 wild, no pretending. Faces loaded in the knife, ended home run. Whole team winning bonds when I hit it. Champagne pop, high fives when we finish. I was in blood, I was in cuffs, but them on my show, them on my G's. I wanna ball, get back to the hood. That nigga's free, give me that authentic, way too authentic. Give me that authentic, way too authentic. I'm way too cool to be a fool and be tripping on you. I got way too much to do. My chin moves smooth and I play the shit cool. I got way too much to lose, but it can get we outside. For real niggas, we don't lie. But it can get we outside. For real niggas, we don't lie. But it can get we outside. For real niggas, we don't lie. Authentic. 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 Authentic.
Man, that club look crazy, nigga.
Nah, for sure. They definitely got the graphics going.
Yeah, this video was dope as fuck.
For sure.
Oh, yeah. Shout out Radio 3000, man. Club 601,
For sure. Man, shout out to
Radio
the boy.
3. Oh, let me make sure I'm subscribed too, man.
Man,
Let
great
me make
video.
sure I'm subscribed.
Man,
Great video.
Great video. Great concept. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Yeah.
The overall lyrics. Got the hook.
Yeah.
Bringing back the hooks in this game. You know, niggas don't even want to put hooks on the song no more. I'm guilty of that too, so I get it. You know what I'm saying? Bringing the hook game back. Excuse me. Bringing the hook game back. Hey, man. Look like a
Shout
total
out
package
Radio
right
3000,
there.
man. Shout out
Salute
Radio
to it.
3000. He cross country with it too, man. He doing it up. He doing it up. Like I said, he knew my uncle, RP the Gigs. He knew my uncle's how I know him, and he always locked in since I was a youngin'. So I appreciate it for sure.
Nah, man. But shit, I think this was a good first one for Off the Comic, man. Shit, we got into my guy Dan Co. Shit, maybe the next one, pour some videos from my nigga RP Comic Historian. We probably could hit my nigga Rob Core up. Got some good shit up on that we could get into. And shit, I think this was a good first swing at this motherfucker, man. What you
Let's
think?
keep doing it up. Off the comic, man. Off the comic. And you know we off the pull up. That'd probably be my superpower. Shit. Off the pull up, nigga. I can just pull up anywhere.
I can pull up anywhere and I can pull up from anywhere.
Yeah, and I can pull up in any way. Nigga, it's multiple ways a nigga can pull up. And it's crazy. Before we end this, it's crazy how like they say like, you know, black people we have, you know, we didn't created the you know, I would believe like slang words that a lot of people use to the, you know, today. And it's crazy how motherfuckers could say like, it's crazy how word can be multiple things.
Oh, exactly. The thing is, especially English. English is a bastardized language and shit like that. Yeah. English got every other language mixed in it. That's why it's Latin words, it's motherfucking German words, it's all type of different shit. If you go to Europe, they don't even speak the same English that we speak.
All right. Like, what's up, bro? Can mean so many different things. What's up, bro? What's up, bro?
But what's up? What's happening, fam? Like, just because I call you brother, don't like. I done seen niggas get called brother before they get robbed.
Yeah,
for sure. Right. It don't mean it. It don't mean we cool just because I call you brother, and it don't mean there's blood and cuz just because I
you
say
remember the famous. I ain't your motherfucking burger. I ain't your motherfucking brother. Give me a burger with cheese.
Nah, for sure. Nah, the original one is get your hand out my pocket, nigga. Everybody know if you hear that, it's about to be a fight. They trying to kick something off.
Man. But shout out to everybody in the that you know stayed with us. If y'all did, please like, share, subscribe. Y'all make sure y'all put in the comments what y'all superpowers would be. And y'all run it up. Y'all tap in with the Martyrs, Grim Joseph, Radio 3000. And if y'all want to send us some music, send us some music on. We love to react to it.
Oh yeah, that's the number one thing, man. We trying to build this platform for all people that's trying to get their weight up in this shit. You know, the up and coming motherfuckers and shit like that. We all got partners and shit like that, but we open to all the different type of music. So you know what I mean? Don't get caught up in us playing the music that we play. We throwing the platform out to the bros and shit like that, and other motherfuckers that we fuck with. Please feel free to drop something.
Y'all come fuck with us. You know,
for sure.
We some good players, man. Yeah, man. So y'all tap in with us again. We'll be back. Get it off the pull up.